We're back, cause what? We need a job. We are the OG bootleg queens of Drag Race UK. Please welcome Divina De Campo, also known as the DDC, and me, Yuhua Hamasaki, also known as the STD. Hi, Divina.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
Bootleg opinions.
Do you miss Drag Race UK? Because we have a new crop of queens that is ready to slay on TV.
These girls are so exciting. I cannot wait to see what they all do.
They always say that they're excited and can't wait for these queens to slay, and then 2-3 episodes later, they're like, what the f are they wearing? How did they bomb at that challenge? So the promo is always like a false advertisement, I feel like.
This is kind of like, you know, when the inspectors come into school. You've had a lot of time to prepare. All the kids know that they have to behave. You have to step up your lesson plans, all of that stuff. Yeah, this is never quite really what you're going to get for the show. Because you know what it's like. Before the show, there's like 3.5 hours before you have to get ready and leave. 56 outfits and 25,000 wigs. And you need to bring a whole different array of shoes. And you might need to bring some makeup as well. It's just bonkers, isn't it? Getting ready for Drag Race is absolutely insane. So things are going to be not what they should be on Drag Race. It's really stressful. But this is the opportunity where you get to really show yourself at your best.
And Divina, they didn't listen to you. There's no queens over 40 again this season.
But there is somebody who's 38, which is older than I was when I was on the show. So she's actually, officially now, the oldest contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race.
But it's okay. You're out there representing those that are 40 and above. You're still doing the thing, you know.
I'm 39. I'm not 40 yet.
Yeah, you're 39 and I am a US citizen. We believe that. So, category for this promo look is, I don't know, honestly, because I see feathers and then I see feathers not on some others.
Well, I know. I have the inside scoop.
What is the inside scoop? That's why we brought you here onto Bootleg Opinions.
The look that they were asked to produce for this was their hometown look. Some of them I know exactly what they're going for, and others I'm like, I don't know what this is about.
Do you have a top 4 or no?
I don't like really picking, mainly because over here in the UK, Attitude put me as first out, you know, so them. They never write anything nice about me anyway, so I'm not really bothered. You know, I don't like putting other people in that situation as that person will go first. And there's always some surprises. There's always people who kind of turn up, you're not really sure what they're going to do, and then you're like, oh, actually, they're pretty good. And then there's other people you think they're going to be amazing, and they're really bad on the show. So, no top 4 just yet.
Who knows? Just like the US, they might do a top 5 or top 10. Who knows? Basically, the entire cast made it to the finale. I'm calling in for a celebration with Bright Cellars! This video is sponsored by Bright Cellars, where you get matched for the perfect wines shipped to your home at your convenience.
What is that? That is so cool.
All you have to do is take a quiz, and Bright Cellar matches with the wines from small vineyards all over the world. With hundreds of exclusive wine brands, you'll be able to try new ones you've never tasted before. Don't like a wine? Send it back for a replacement.
I can't wait to try all these flavors.
Okay, here are some of the wines that I received. And then here's the other 3. I'm a novice drinker myself, so when I took the quiz, I was like, give me something fruity, give me something a little bit light, and a little bit something of a surprise, and this is what they sent. All right, this is the Alptron. Fruity, just the way that I like it. All right, next is the 2021 Symphony. A little bit light, but tasty. I live. What I love is that each wine comes with a card that explains the history, a little bit of education, and the instructions for the wine.
I'm gonna sign up right now.
Now go to the link in the description and get yourself 50% off your first 6 bottles of wines. That's only $55, including shipping and handling.
Cheers to a premiere!
So we first up have Danny Beard, who I've worked with before, who is an amazing vocalist, amazing MC, and I had no idea that this is gonna be on season 4. When I see this look, I see glamour, I see feathers, I see a proportionalized, beautiful body. Now, usually when I see a bodysuit in the promo look, I'm like, girl, you can do more. But I think that she went over the top in this and she gave us extravaganza and eleganza. The collar. We have different types of feather. We see the ostrich feathers, the marabou feathers, and then also the chicken feathers. So I like that she mixed all different types of feathers and colors together. She give it depth and also give it a little bit more of spice. Now also the bodysuit, we have different colors of the patterns and we see stones and then we see the cutouts to give her a beautiful silhouette. And she talked about how she's the first bearded queen on Drag Race UK and we stan. This is gorge. And I also want to emphasize that each color of the blue shade comes and brings it into her body, so it gives her a great silhouette. So great job on that.
I love it. I think it looks absolutely brilliant. And it kind of does what it needed to do. Like the liver bird is the mythical creature. I really, really like this. I like the way that the colours radiated down the legs. I know Danny really well, and usually the beard is kind of contoured in. And for this, it's not contoured in. So this is like a bit of a different vibe from what I'm used to with him. And I like it. I think it's great. Next up, we've got Baby, who's giving Afro Punk Princess. I love this. It's gorgeous. This kind of stonewashed denim thing going on. It's clearly a Bang London. We all love a bit of Bang London. Give me the cutouts. Give me the stoning. Give me the body. Give me the shaping. It's glamorous, but it's also punky and edgy, and she has this amazing blonde shock of hair going on at the same time. I'm really excited to see what's going to come from her, because this is like giving me a real clear point of view in terms of fashion and identity as a queen. So I'm excited to see what happens later with her on the runway.
This is fabulous. She has those huge, ginormous shape of the shoulders. This is so cool. Throughout the shapes, we see the diamonds dripping down. And then we see this beautiful collar, the stones on the neck. And like you said, this hair is amazing. It ties in beautifully. And the nude illusion is matching to her. I stan, baby. And she also trimmed the cutouts, so the attention to detail was a huge point for me.
I think it's just really smart. It's a really clear way of saying, hey, this is me. This is what I'm about. Get ready for it.
Next up is Jonbers Blonde, and she's serving you. If I was a judge on Drag Race UK, I would say she is serving you Vivienne Westwood, because every judge that sees plaid on the panel thinks of Vivienne Westwood. You know it's true. You know it's true.
Oh, and check, it's Vivienne Westwood.
If you see layers, it's Iris Van Herpen. The only problem that I have with this is the hair. It kind of reminds me of your critique of Choriza May's hair in the promo look, where it just seems like it's plopped on. I feel like with the hair like this, and she has the details with the applique on one shoulder, I would have done like a sleek back lace front and then on top of it do a bump it with the curly hair. Because I feel like it's just so much going on over here. It's covering her face a little bit that we don't see much of her.
I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's as good as Jonbers wanted.
Yeah.
It's so close, but it's not actually what I wanted. It's not quite stiff enough around the base of the legs to have the shape properly. There's some of it's just a bit kind of too soft. It's not structured enough. The brown isn't working for me. I don't know what it is that isn't quite there, but it's just not quite there. And I agree with you about the hair. It's very me in the Frock Destroyers challenge. Like, oh, but we still won, so it's fine.
I think what happened with the colors here is that I think the color that she's wearing underneath, it washes her out completely. I think if she did like a different color underneath instead of that shade of pink, it would have worked better.
Yeah, it's just because it's such a muted, earthy pink. I think that might be what it is. I think you're right.
Yeah, and you know, she's worked in several fashion magazines before, but who are we? You know, maybe she knows better than we do.
Well, listen, what do I know? Absolutely jack shit. So I'm not worrying about it.
Are we taking away her points for working at a fashion magazine then?
Oh! Already points deducted. All right, here we have my friend, my little gym buddy, Cheddar Gorgeous. And look, oh, I'm in a yellow jacket and black. It's almost like I'm a bumblebee as well. Because, of course, Manchester is all about worker bees. She's very much about being genderless alien. She's just landed in the spaceship. I think it's a really camp, funny, high fashion take on this idea.
Move over, Honey Davenport. There's a new bee in town. Like you said, I see about 75% fashion and about 25% camp. Now, when I first saw this look, I thought she was gonna be a look queen, very sultry, very soft-spoken. But then she started talking, I was like, whoa, this is pretty funny. She has a lot of personality as well. I love the antennas. I thought that was really cool. I love the bald head. I love the dark makeup, and it separates her from the rest of the other girls. It's really beautifully done. Well slayed.
It's all the details though, isn't it? It's all the details. All the makeup ties into the headpiece and that ties into the gloves. Just all the little tiny details are all just right on it. It's so smart.
Next up is Just May.
The idea is it's Boudica, really, really famous warrior queen in the UK. And this kind of looks a bit more like like a B movie. The
budget version.
Yeah, I'm getting a budget B movie from this.
The bootleg version.
I don't dislike it. I just don't think I'm getting Boudica from it, that's all. I'm getting more like, who's the woman that kills the next door neighbour with a ham?
RuPaul.
And she keeps ringing up and going, hey, it's me, you cocksucking fucking bitch! Ah! Like that.
Overall, I think this is fine, but I feel like there could be a little bit more tuning with the sewing. I think for me, it was just the randomness of the swords. I get it, it's a reference to the flag. You know, like Tina Burner's outfits on season 13, where she's kind of like stuck headlights over here, she's stuck like a train over here. It doesn't really make sense. It seems a little bit random for the placement of the swords. I think that's what it is.
It's absolutely fine. But she also doesn't know who Boudica is. Like, come on, girl, you've based your outfit on Boudica. It's a Google search. It would have taken you less than 10 minutes to find that out.
It's like when queens do the runway and they start narrating and explaining their outfits, they're just making so that they can, explain to the judges, like, why they chose the look they wear,
I would love it as well if we could ban queens on the runway describing it as da-da-da-da-da-da-da on acid. I'd love that. Let's try and think of a new word. Just every time somebody's on the runway, they go, oh yeah, I'm Marilyn Monroe on acid. Oh my God, I'm a car driving through New York on acid. Shut up.
I'm Marie Antoinette.
On acid.
I'm serving you Vivian Westwood. And I'm also serving Iris Van Herpen, mama.
I've probably done it loads as well. I probably did it loads on my season, but...
She's done loads on her season, and also she took several loads on her season too.
I've taken several more since. Okay, gorgeous. Next up, we've got the stunning Starlet. And when she tells you she's called Starlet, like, she means it. She has come dressed just like a 40s starlet. This beautiful black bodice, the shaped shoulders in the gold around it, and it's a really lovely shade of gold as well. It doesn't look like something I would wear cheap. It doesn't look cheap. It looks expensive. Beautifully fitted. She's got a bit of padding in there. She's still got this extra shape going on around the hip area to give you that big hourglass shape. Her makeup looks absolutely beautiful and the wig is gorgeous. She's done a great job.
I thought you were wearing orange today, no? Because I saw you earlier painting and you were wearing an orange dress.
Yeah, Amy, who's a fan, sent me this.
Ooh, on acid!
On acid!
Van Gogh on acid, mama. Now describe that dress to me. Van Gogh on acid. It's gorgeous.
It's pants.
About Starlet. Bam, bam, bam. This mug is stamped, baby, like the 40s old Hollywood starlet that she is. This whole outfit, gorgeous as well. There's nothing to pick apart. Now, I will say that if the legs were black, this would have seemed pretty basic, because the fact that she made this animal print, it just gives it that drag element. This is absolutely sensational.
Yeah, she looks great.
Next up is Sminty Drop, and she's serving you... I think the hair is beautiful, the mug is beautiful, the outfit is beautiful, the shoes are gorgeous, but I just feel like this reads more as an entrance look. A little bit more simple, but nothing bad about it. I give this a pass still.
I think it's super sexy. It's very House of Kendall, which Sminty is a member of. There's that kind of androgyny thing going on. I really like that it's a white wig against the black, because it just creates that shock. And of course, it's, the wigs that everybody's wearing now with the crystals stuck in, and it's hard and you could probably murder somebody with it. I would be happy wearing, obviously being the young, sexual, virulent creature I am.
So she can take a few more loads. I just think that there needs to be a little bit more extravaganza, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more, just a teensy little more. It's a great look.
I think if there'd been like some action around the neck and the shoulders, you know, like something big coming out from there, that maybe would have added that extra. The corset, because it is quite low, because we're not pretending that there's any boobs there, this moment is happening down round here. And then that means that all of this is just kind of not happening. And you could have quite easily added in a lot more drama up there.
You know what I think she could have done? You know how Starlet has like a little simple necklace over there, but she has this deep neckline? I think she could have done something with a little jewelry over here as well, just so that it doesn't look so naked around here.
Yeah. Next up, we have Black Peppa, and she has brought the whole menagerie with her on her head. This is so camp. I love it. She's scooping up all that fish, drinking it down. I love it. This is on her head. I've been to Barbados. There's so much wildlife there. And so this makes perfect sense to me. So detailed. It's so intricate. It's so beautiful. And it does look like she's just stepped off the cover of Vogue. She says that, and it's true. You know, most of us, when we go, I look like I just stepped off Vogue, it's complete and utter horse. But when she says it, actually, it's true. She does look like she's just stepped off Vogue. It's beautiful.
Well, I've never been to Barbados because I'm a bedroom queen, so lucky Divina De Campo. But I definitely see the reference too, though. I love this look. Not only is this look giving me Vogue, but it's also giving me the ballroom scene. It's giving me Paris is Burning. It's giving me the TV show Pose. You can definitely see this walking down a ball because this is just so extravaganza and eleganza. Let's start with the headpiece. I love the feathers, I love the stones, I love the dripping jewels, and also the mouth. Kind of looks like a heel. Do you see it? It looks like a high heel, just kind of stuck on there, and then it seems like the mouth is opening and is dripping in diamonds as well. I love the hint of the blue and the feathers on the bird, and then also she's got the blue tulle on her as well to connect it together. And we see the blue makeup to connect this whole look together as well. This is just excellently done.
I love it. It's Pelicanza. Thank you very much. I just thought about that.
Wow, that is the hilarious Divina De Campo giving you a joke. The hilarious Divina De Campo and style fashion superstar Yuhua Hamasaki. And oh, there's our super guest. I don't know her name, but that's a funny joke. Another one. Speaking of the hilarious, please welcome Pixie Polite. Again, everything's fine. I just don't think that it's a promo look. I think this is more of like an entrance look or a dance group challenge look.
Yeah, I really like it. I like the colours. I like the idea. There's something doesn't quite work. I don't know whether it needed to be a white wig to really tie it together, and how big it is, it kind of covers the shoulders. So you've got this drama with the shoulders, which then gets covered by the wig because the wig is so big. And I think if it had been almost like a mohawk white, I think that would have given us more of an impact. That's the other thing that I'm kind of missing from this is I don't really know what your point of view is because we've seen so many outfits that are like this. And like you're saying, this is a lip sync for your life outfit. This is expensive. It looks like a, £500-600 piece. Maybe a bit more. I mean, when you're first starting out, before you've done the show, that's a lot of money to invest into one outfit. I mean, it was for me anyway. 50 quid, darling. You're lucky if you got 50 quid outfit out of me.
Are you saying you make a lot of money now that you've been on Drag Race?
I'm not as poor as I was, but...
Because I'm still working for tips, girl.
I'm not, rolling around in cash, but I will spend money on an outfit now because I know that the expectation is different. Whereas, you're rolling around in a club, 50 quid on an outfit, that's your lot, babe. I feel like the wig is the issue.
The first thing I saw about this look that really bothered me was the hair as well. Like you said, we've got the cones. There's too much stuff going on. Why do we have the hair in the front covering the cones? Because of this look, it's about the cones. So if you have a hair like this, it kind of distracts and defeats the purpose. I don't mind the hair color. What I would have done is I would have pulled the hair back and I would have done a ponytail or something in the hair up or hair back so that there's nothing in the front. It's fine, but, we could have done better.
I don't know if I could have done better, if I'm honest, but it's very nice. Next up, we have Dakota Schiffer. Dakota Schiffer. It's not really much. It's a coat. Honestly, what I'm getting from it is Alicia Silverstone in Clueless. It's very pretty. She's gorgeous. It's really understated. It doesn't tell me the town that you're from. It doesn't give me any information about that. Very pretty.
I agree. She looks very pretty, but it doesn't really tell me much about her. She looks good.
It's not what I would have chosen for a promo.
This looks like a meet and greet outfit, I feel like. You know what I mean?
I'm just here giving my unasked for opinion.
You're unasked for bootleg opinions. But I do want to point out the colors do complement each other. But again, it doesn't really tell me much about her. It's a very simple, in drag terms, a very simple outfit for a promo.
Yeah.
Next up is LaFille, my Asian sister, who is looking gorgeous in the hair, the makeup. As for the outfit, I love the shoulders, but I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter so that we see a little bit more legs. It's almost there, I feel like.
We're both Brighouse girls, so obviously those are the trumpets on her shoulders, and then she's in the band leader's outfit. In terms of telling me where you're from, this is a much cleaner, much nicer, much more fashion version than mine, which was a green dress with trumpet. I really like what she's done, but I totally get what you mean about the front of the jacket dress. That would have been great if it was higher up and we could have had a bit of sexy leg going on. And I would have liked a ring on the fingers. I haven't got any on today, so, I've just got my massive man hands instead. But I'm not doing the promo. But I think her hair looks fantastic and I think her face looks great. I'm always going to want a bit more of an ankle and show me a bit more leg. Like, my favourite thing on the runway is when RuPaul gets her legs out, because it doesn't happen very often. And when you see them, you're just like, my God, they're amazing.
Yeah, even though they may be wooden, they're showing it nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. Conk, conk, conk. Next up, and our final, it's Copper Top. It's all this kind of blue draping and then this lovely moment across the shoulders, which is covered by some of the hair sometimes, but that's okay. I don't mind that so much. I'd have preferred it if the hair was the other side, because that's where less of the action is happening. There's more interest on this side because the underneath garment is quite lovely. And then she's got the trident and then this big shock of ginger hair. I mean, honestly, darling, the doors I opened. All these red-headed queens now. The doors I opened.
Oh, me too! The doors that you have opened. You'll be opening your own door later too.
On the grinder. Open the door. I would have liked a little bit more shape around the waist, and I would have liked a little more detail on the main body of the skirt itself, because it's quite plain. Go for it. Balls to the wall, girl. Get in there and smash everything at it. But she's an older queen. She's 38. She's just a year younger than me. But she's only started 4 years ago, so she's still very fresh.
When I first saw this look, I thought that it was just a glob of fabric, and then the more I looked at it, I was like, oh, maybe it's probably because the fabric in the back is blending into the fabric. That's why I think it is. I agree with you. The fabric could have used a little bit more attention to detail, like with more stones maybe, just like she has at the top, or maybe it's more applique so that it connects a little bit more. I feel like the hair is fine. I would have done the hair to the back because we see details over here as well. So if she pushed the hair to the back, we would have seen more of the details. But overall, this look, I give it a pass. Just minor tweaks as well. I think all of the looks that we've seen so far, they've been great. I think it just needs a little bit more of a push for the ones that we didn't like. But overall, everybody looks great.
What I'm really excited about with this series, though, is that everybody seems so different to each other. They're all doing a very different kind of drag to each other. You've got a much wider band of ages and styles. And I think it's going to make for a really exciting series. I'm really excited for it.
So Divina De Campo, who is your favorite look out of all of these queens for the promo?
So Black Pepper's is just gorgeous, and I think it's pretty much perfect. And the other one that I think is pretty much perfect is Starlet's. And then Cheddar and Danny, obviously. And LaFille and Copper Top. And I'm so excited about this series.
So just like Drag Race Season 14, Divina has a top 5.
Yeah, I think it probably is Black Pepper. I just think she looks extraordinary.
I think it's Black Peppa as well, baby. Go out there and slay the world, Black Peppa. Woo!
Yeah, mama!
And thank you, Divina, for giving us your bootleg opinions. We'll see you very soon. Bye!
Thank you so much. I love you. Bye!